Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Give me a minute, give me a minute. Give me 1 minute. Are we live? Are we crispy? Hope everything's all right. I think everything's all right. Is everything all right? Are we good? What's going on here? All right. Are we good? We finally in? Everything's working out? How I sound? Too loud, too low? I want to make sure we get this right. What's going on, chat? Somewhere Destin is crying. Oh, man. All right. We good? All right. Okay. Oh, you're gonna enjoy spamming these smileys. You know, for all those got gifted memberships, again, shout out, you know, to mashing them, you know, to everybody who support the channel, who comes through, who enjoys the content. I want to say thank you. I want to thank you all, man. Like, listen, people. I don't think it's lost on me that how appreciative to have you guys just rock out with me. Absolutely. Just showing up, watching the videos, even the ones who don't show up live, you just watch, you know, the videos, you know, you're able to come through. If you're watching this later on and you're not live, listen, I appreciate too. You know, I really appreciate it. But just like anything else, this channel's built on, I need to bring some beverage, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm about to preach. You know what I'm saying? The professor's here. The one thing I always, you know, what's a good term that I always, man, the words is lost or found me, that I always pride myself, okay, pride maybe is a good word, on this channel was when factual information is out, I present it to help you guys, right, have the good conversations or to call out the bullshit that you see in the gaming community when people having stupid conversations making up stuff, right? So what's been the biggest BS we've been hearing this whole time? The industry's in trouble. PlayStation's in trouble. There's no money in the console business. Everyone's going to go to PC. Everyone's going to get rid of consoles. Am I right? Am I right, chat? We all seen it, right? We all seen the nonsense, right? We went from Destin Lingary's little wavy hand saying that Xbox is gonna, you know, by the end of the gen, sell as much as PlayStation 5 to now, oh, consoles is just bad everywhere. Notice the huge leap, the Jack Reacher. Notice that leap. That leap is more than what Jordan did in Space Jam. That leap was crazy. To go from saying at one point that Xbox Series consoles at the end of the gen will match PlayStation 5 sales to now all of a sudden, no console selling. That leap was huge. Like nothing in between. Like there was no, all right, let's reformulate. No, it went from, I mean, let's be honest, that's pretty much what it is. Listen, here's the reality. There's people who want PlayStation to fail. Can we all be honest? And it's because they hate us. They hate the fact that we get to talk shit, which is weird because all we're doing is talking shit. No one's really getting hurt. I mean, there's people in the community that do docs and just discussing shit. We all agree with that, right? We all agree, right? Right? But for the most part, we just talk shit. And most of the time, we're right. Our shit talking ends up being right. And they hate that shit. That's why they want PlayStation to fail, right? That's number one. They also want PlayStation to fail because they want the games on their platform. They want these PlayStation games. They want these PlayStation titles. So what better way to say that PlayStation console can support these titles by coming up with this bullshit of, you know, it's an industry problem. And then number three, it's because they feel bad over a brand that just sucks ass. They feel bad over Xbox. I don't understand the pity over Xbox. It's a consumer product. It either does what it's supposed to do, or it doesn't, and you just throw it in the trash can. For example, let's say if the PlayStation 6, they pull a Nintendo, and the next PlayStation 6 is a handheld. It's a Switch. I don't know what the hell they call it, the PlayStation changeover. I don't know, but it's not a traditional console. It's an underpowered thing that plays console quality like, and they have a docking station, and they pretty much they copy Nintendo 100%. I would not buy it. I'm not buying it. I don't like mobile gaming. I just not. It would be a wrap for me. It's over. It's done. I'm not even gonna play around. I'm not gonna give it a chance. No. I'm not. No. I'm going PC. PC Nation, absolutely. That's another condition where I go, I'm not doing that. Get you out your mind. Why am I going to stick around when the product's clearly not for me? When it's clearly, obviously, when I have to spend more time waiting and hoping, why even bother? You see what I'm saying? With Xbox failing, and we're going to talk about that because we got factual information. Listen, as bad as I knew Xbox was a disaster this gen, it's even worse. This shit is it's even worse. This, I'm telling you, Xbox console failure is even worse than I hit the center of the earth. I hit the core of the earth. All right. I dug Xbox so deep into the ground, molten lava was pouring out. I went past the oil. I went way past that them levels of the planet, you know? I went way past oil. I'm literally at the center of the earth with molten magma spewing all over this shit. It's even beyond fucking that. I think at this point we have to look at like a Godzilla and King Kong and like the Monarch series, where it's like a whole new universe in the middle of the earth. This is where we're at. That's how bad Xbox doing. And I got factual proof. Bro. It's bad. It's bad. It's like you're in a new universe bad. Like you're in an alternate evil universe. Like, you know how people say when you look in the mirror, that side of the mirror is just all the perverse evil shit? This is where we're at. Like, bro, even I was like, God damn, even I would have not even trolled. This factual information I'm going to show you guys, it wasn't even something, I would not even made it up as a troll. That's how bad it is. I would not even have used this. This truth that you're going to see, I would have not even said it as a troll point because it's too ridiculous. It is too ridiculous to even use it as a troll point, and it's facts. Oh my God. But let's start with this, right? So PlayStation had their mid-year future strategy stuff, right? With the two CEOs and stuff like that, right? And I caught some of it, and I caught the Q&A, and there's one specific Q&A question that I absolutely love. Oh, you're going to love it too. Right? You're going to love it too. But let's look at the screenshots. Of course, I'm not going to go through all hour of it. We're going to breeze through it real quick. But hold on. Let me click on the screen. Click on that. Just so that way we can do our thing. And there we go. That's the introduction. They introduce themselves. They still going on console beyond. Of course, I'm going to warn you guys. People are going to use the screen. And they're going to determine. And they're going to use the word beyond. As in beyond console, meaning they're moving on from the console. I'm warning you. Fanboys are going to do that. Don't fall for that bullshit. The whole beyond thing is like movies, IPs, you know, the ways to play games. It's a whole bunch of stuff. But I guarantee you're going to have these concubines. They're going to take the screenshot and they're going to use it as a false narrative saying that moving beyond the console. And I'm going to prove to you that is far from the fact. You're going to see proof. Oh my God. This is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. You're going to love this, all right? But anyway, I want to say love you guys. Thank you so much for showing up. I hope you enjoyed the show. Can you hit the like button? And please share this out. Get all them fanboys up in here because there's going to be some education today. We need it up in here. We need to get these dudes to see this video, right? All these people that are deniers, you know, conspiracy theorists. Listen, if you know somebody that came up to you, you know, talk to you on some bullshit saying the industry in trouble, you send them this link. They need to see this shit. Call them out. Because it's going to get good. I promise you. Everybody who pissed you off on Twitter, on Facebook, TikTok, whoever, talking that shit about, you know, oh, consoles is failing, PlayStation is failing, this is the worst PS5. They're going to move on from consoles. Oh, you want them here. Because this is where you're going to make them eat crow. So hit that like button, share this out. And Vicky, I'm glad you're here. You about to feel some pain, dog. You're gonna feel pain. Where's Chuck at? Is Chuck here too? Oh, he ain't here today because he's about to get this work. Y'all two about to get this work. And where's that other guy? What's his other name? There's Chuck and there's one more. That always. What's his name? Steven. What? Who's the other dude? There's three of y'all. There's the three stooges up in here. You got Vicky. You got Chuck. And who's the other one? He's always up in here. Aaron, there you go. AA Ron. You done fucked up, AA Ron. Oh, AA Ron. I'm out here. I'm taking roll call. AA Ron. He quiet. AA Ron, are you present? Why didn't you answer up when I said your name the first time? Because my name's Aaron. God damn it! This is the shit I'm talking about. You're gonna get this work, AA Ron. I'm gonna let you know right now. But let's move on. The next piece of this puzzle. Oh man, this is gonna be good. It's gonna be good right here. All right, we're gonna go right into it. No Vaseline. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Aaron. No dinner in the movie. We clapping cheeks right off the bat. Cheeks are getting clapped. No kissing. Nope. 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 You're not even getting a hot dog. Nope. Chocolate Thunder is here. This is double life. That's it, bro. He said there. I'm sorry. That's it, bro. Pain is coming. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. Look at this. Let's just digest the facts. Y'all can see the screen? He said, hey, around cold that sick. Let's just digest the facts. We could, I don't even need to say anything. Right? Do I need to say anything? You could just look at the screen, right? It's on the screen, right? I want to make sure it's on the screen. You could just look at this. Do I need to say anything? Is this self-explanatory? I don't think I need to say anything. If you passed at least 5th grade, you get it. You get it. I don't know, but it's Xbox dudes, right? We talking about Xbox fanboys here, right? They special. They special children. All right, I got it. All right. So for the people on the short bus, okay, this is a comparison, right, of the revenue, the money each generation made on the platform. So for example, during the PlayStation, 1 generation, they made $24 billion, right, in total, going from 1994 to 1999. Then PlayStation 2 from 2000 to 2005, $44 billion. Then the PlayStation 3, oddly enough, from 2006 to 2012, $71 billion, right? Okay. But PlayStation 3 is, you see why this is parentheses here? That's because that's considered negative. So that's why it's the only one that doesn't have it compared to the others, because they didn't make no profit. In fact, that means they lost $4 billion in operating income. So bad generation for PlayStation 3 from a financial perspective. Then the PlayStation 4 brought them back, right? Okay. $107 billion, right? From, and I guess this is in yen, right? This is clearly in yen, right? Yeah, this is yen, right? So from 13 to 2019, right? 107 billion. What is it mean? No, it's American dollars. What the hell am I talking about? It's right there. The American dollars right there. Hello. Anyway, $107 billion. That means the entire PlayStation 4 gen. From 2013 to 2019, that's what they got. And they made $9 billion in profit for the whole gen. That's the operating income. PlayStation 5 is only halfway. And it's $106 billion. It's $106 billion. It's only $1 billion away from what PlayStation 4 did the entire gen. And it already made more money in operating income. And it's only halfway. It's not over. It's not over. And people saying Sony's going to get out of the console business? So when they're at their best, better than they ever done, the generation's not even over and they already beat their previous consoles. And technically speaking, look, they already surpassed generations of consoles. This shit is wild. And people are saying that PlayStation's in trouble? They already made more operating income and they're not done with the PS5. They're not done. They still got a lot more to go. They still got more live service games to go. They still got more first party games to go. They still got money transaction revenue they're going to earn. This shit is wild. The fuck is these guys talking about? PlayStation's going to get out of console business? They already beat literally entire generations of PlayStation and then only halfway through it. And they already surpassed it. Already beat it. And and PlayStation's just halfway there. And we still don't got the PS5 Pro. We don't even have an actual brand new Naughty Dog game yet. This shit is crazy. And besides the first party, we all know GTA 6 is coming. And the one who's going to benefit the most out of that game is PlayStation. Because there is no PC version for at least a year, maybe even 2 years, give or take. Anywhere between a year to 2 years. There ain't no damn, whatchamacallit, PC version. So the ones who benefits the most is going to be, whatchamacallit, PlayStation. Where's my little message I had pinned here? Go back to my message. Let me go back to my message. Hold on. Oh shit, my message gone. All right. Okay. Anyway, let me go back. Anyway, I had a message. I must have messed it up. Anyway. Ooh, did I go ahead of my slides? Ooh, go back. We need to stay on this for a little bit because this is the most important right here. All right. Does this look like PlayStation's in goddamn trouble? Do you see how ridiculous that whole nonsense about it's an industry problem? PlayStation's gonna go away. They're done with consoles. They need PC. Are you stupid or are you dumb? I said this, and if you follow me on Twitter, I said this plenty of time. Xbox community, I'm sorry. Listen, some of you people, many people in the Xbox community are good people. No doubt. There's so many good people in there. But I'm telling you guys, you in your community, you are home to so many dumb gamers. It is ridiculous how many dumb gamers you got in that community. Like, you attracted the biggest idiots in gaming, and they just signed up for Xbox. It is crazy. Like a moth to the flame. Like Xbox is the flame and you attracted stupid. It's unbelievable. It's like maniacal at this point. Holy cow. Can you not see this? This right here, come on now. PlayStation 5 is only halfway and it already surpassed entire generations of PlayStation. This is why Jim Ryan, one of his last things he said was PlayStation PS5 is going to be the most successful PlayStation ever, because he already did it. He said something that was already done. PlayStation 5 is already the most successful PlayStation console of all time. And it's only halfway there. Already halfway there. And there's so much more coming, which is incredible. But let's move on now. All right? Let's move on. All right? This one, a lot of the presentation, and I'm going to tell you the main thing, right? The main thing Sony's been talking about during the slides and whatever is pretty much streamlining processes, right? They want to cut down, they want to cut down the bloated development budgets, right? So they have strategies such as outsourcing development studios in countries that are, lower cost and stuff like that. So streamlining, really taking care of the budget and stuff like that. So ultimately, the profit isn't like, oh, we gotta go day and date on everything. We gotta put games on Xbox. And so, no. They're more concerned on how they develop games and how much money they spend on games. And they're wondering, not wondering, but they feel that their processes could be better streamlined. There's better avenues, to save cost. They're also talking about AI. So really, they want to trim the fat more than anything else. That's the main crux of their whole entire thing, which is why I'm not going to bore you with everything, right? But anyway, PlayStation experience, right? The one thing they talk about is the platform. They want you to play on PlayStation. I'm going to get to that because one of the Q&A questions that they asked, one was from Goldman Sachs, asked a very particular specific question. And that's the question that I hopped on. Everything else was just profit loss, how to balance. Is all business talk. But they made it a point. You want to play on PlayStation. This is what they want. As you can see here, PlayStation is the best place to play. And it is the best place to publish. When was the last time you heard Xbox say those words? Make no mistake. Listen, when you do this, you really think you're going to move away from your console? Sony knows they are in the business of being a marketplace provider. They're not dumb. They're not dumb at all. They are doubling down. They know PlayStation's business. They know their marketplace provider. Notice the two key things they have here. Best place to play, meaning they want you to play there, and the best place to publish. They want people to put games there. PlayStation, not Steam. PlayStation is the best place to publish. Not Xbox, not Nintendo. PlayStation, because they know that's where the money is. That's what I've been trying to tell you guys. PlayStation is a marketplace provider. Y'all were here, y'all seen like 2 episodes ago, I used the boys reference where everybody thought, Homelander thought Vault was a superhero company, and the CEO, Giancarlo, slapped them up and said, no, dumbass, we're a pharmaceutical company. It's not about you, it's about Compound V. Well, this is the same thing. It's not about the first party games. Sure, it has a lot of benefits, but make no mistake, PlayStation is a marketplace provider. They want you to play there, and they want developers to publish there, and they want you to buy games there. It doesn't matter what it is. Money transactions, third party, do what you want, but you got to do it on PlayStation. That's how you get to this. You don't get to this by simply just selling games. Activision doesn't do this. Not even Take-Two. And they have one of the most popular games in the world. Not even Epic. Right? And Epic is a marketplace provider. Or at least they're trying to be with Epic Game Store. There's a reason for that. There's a reason that Valve makes more money now than they ever did when they were making games. It's all about being a marketplace provider. Right? The best place to play. So they're talking about MAUs, 9,000 games, compelling services, state-of-the-art console. State-of-the-art console. They are still bragging about their console. State-of-the-art. When's the last time you heard Xbox talk about their console like that? Pushing it out there. Right? Best place to publish. You see? Empowered by PlayStation Studios. They're bragging about that, right? Of course, they're going to talk about, again, number one, all the way to the left, the console, the content, the services, peripherals, studio business group. Let's keep going, right? So, of course, the PlayStation console is a gateway to a lifetime of player engagement value. PlayStation console is the gateway. They know this. Sony's not stupid. They know they are a marketplace provider. That's the business. Shout out to JP Loco. He says, you expect Xbox fanboys to comprehend facts? Numbers are never in Xbox favor. Now forced to grasp at straws, especially after the 1-hour gameplay that was Hellblade 2. Ouch. JP Loco's lethal, bro. Man, yeah, you guys in the chat about to get sassy today. Tommy Bull, number 2. Bots told me day one PC everything and Sony losing money. We're going to talk about that, right? But right here from this thing, PlayStation console is the gateway. They want you to play on PlayStation more than anywhere else because that's where all the money is. The content, the services, the peripherals. These are things I told you guys. And I'm not You guys listen. All you faithfuls listen. It's them other dudes that are hard-headed. They're just hard-headed. They just don't get it. They don't get PlayStation the marketplace. You're gonna learn today. All right? Let's go to the next slide. Let's see what we got here. All right. Now, this is significant information, right? PlayStation 5 has established a significant install base in a 4-year cycle, right? Up to 56 million. Now, if you look at here, monthly active consoles, right? There's still plenty of active PlayStation 4s out there. And of course, you got 49. So right now at this point, it's 49 to 49 million between the two, right? But when you look at how many hours are put into each console, PlayStation 4 puts in 1.4 billion amount of gameplay hours. PlayStation 5 is thrashing that with 2.4 billion hours. So more people are playing on PlayStation 5 than on PlayStation 4. And over time, you're going to see more and more PlayStation 4 gamers migrate over to PlayStation 5. I will say the biggest hindrance is just the price. Remember, if you've been onto my channel for a long time, I always said the $300 price mark is the sweet spot. That's when you see stuff grow, right? We haven't hit the 300 price point for the PS5, but when that sucker does hit $300, Incoherent Rambler, thank you so much for the super chat, my brother. Thank you so much. Let's see, right? Or my sister. Gotta be inclusive. You know, I got my DEI quotas I gotta hit. No, I'm just playing. No, let's not fight about that. I'm just joking. All right? Let's not fight about that. All right. Xbox are delusional. Their console has pretty much always been in third place. Less console sales, less exclusives, less game of the years. Their leaders threw in the towel and went third party. It's over. Oh, you listen. As much as you think it's over, you have no idea. Wait till I show you. Oh, it's bad, bro. Wait till I show you. All right. Stronger life today spending. So this right here you see is how much people are spending on the console across everything: games, content, services, peripherals. It was an average of $580 per PS4. With the PS5, it's an average of $731 per console owner. So more people are spending more money on the PS5 than they did on the PS4. But PlayStation got no games though. Must have been Pornhub. Does Pornhub have like a subscription service? It must be that, right? That's gotta be the reason why. It's gotta be Pornhub. It's gotta be. Because PlayStation got no games. This has been a terrible generation of PlayStation. There's nothing to play on. Who's playing on PlayStation? It's stuck in a warehouse. Isn't that what they said? Didn't they say PlayStation 5s are stuck in a warehouse? Then who the hell is spending $731 per console if it's stuck in a warehouse? They counted PSVR as PlayStation 5 sales, didn't they? That's what I heard, right? Do you see how stupid these dudes are? This is why I went live today, because I couldn't contain myself. I couldn't even make. Listen. I was gonna make this video, but I can't. I can't. I couldn't contain myself. This is just too good. The facts and data that this is presenting is beautiful. Oh my God, these guys are getting massacred, and you guys have the information, and I'll post the links in the description so you can access this, screenshot it. Oh, it's gonna be beautiful, because from this day forward, anybody that talks about industry's in trouble, Sony's gonna get out of console business, oh, we got receipts. I literally gave you guys the atomic bomb. Unleash it on all of them. F them all. Take them all out. I gave you the most powerful weapons, facts. You know, I'm like Prometheus. I just gave fire to man. Oh my God, this is beautiful. Oh, hold on. Oh man, this is so beautiful. Oh my God, the facts and datas. Oh my God, the haters must be looking at this shit just seething right now. Oh, they're so angry. Because this goes against every single thing that they've been trying to push. This shit is crazy. Oh, man. Let's move on. All right. This is predictable revenue. You know, they're just talking about more stuff. It's just pretty much whatever, right? Robust content strategy to attack engaged players, right? They want a diverse portfolio, right? They're big on live service games still, but they're also big on what they call tempo, and I'll show you exactly on the slides, right? Here we go. This is the subscription right here. Value proposition, right? As you can see, it's getting bigger. Expanding lineups. They're also big on. All right. So one of the things they talked about is it's not just providing the console, it's how much more ways you can enjoy the console and who is able to enjoy it and who can't, and see what they can do for them. So for example, expand the engagement. They don't want to, not saying they don't, let me rephrase it. They want you to get more out of the PlayStation 5, right? So one of the things with Portal is how can you still play your PS5 and enjoy that PS5 experience the way it's meant to, but you can't access it because you're not home. That's what Portal did. And that's why they made the Portal, right? So Portal, now listening to them, I can see why when I said, man, you could do that on a phone, you could do it on a laptop, you could do it on Asus ROG. No, it wasn't just simply remote play. It was how can you still get that PlayStation 5 feeling when you're not with your PlayStation 5? And that's why they made that. So that's the next best thing. And given the sales, we're going to talk about it. Given the sales, it was working. Portal's selling phenomenally. And I got data to back that up. It's incredible. VR, they want you to engage in PS5 in a whole new experience. Enhance the experience. They want you to, hey, the thing you do every day, how can they make it better? So obviously, you know, with the DualSense, Tempest, earbuds, different ways you can enjoy what you always do. The accessory one, they're trying to enhance the experience for people who traditionally were unable to enjoy it due to some, you know, some type of handicap, some type of disorder, just something holding where they can't use a regular controller, so they expand, you know. So that's one of their things, right? JP Loco, the future of Xbox is PlayStation, face reality bots. Yo, JP Loco's going ham on y'all. He ain't gonna let up. This chat is ruthless today. Y'all ruthless. Brand loyalty, personalizations, right? I would say this, as much as they talked about it, they really didn't do a good job. Can we agree on that? Because I was expecting like ad nauseum custom plates and just some crazy stuff. I was kind of like, I mean, they did some color changes, but I was expecting a little bit more. Am I wrong on that one? It just felt like they could have done so much more with these custom plates, right? And then explore new opportunities and stuff like that, right? And you see on the right, extend to new devices and all that stuff. So let's go here. Right here, this is part of their strategy to streamline processes. They're going to be big on cloud. They're going to be big on AI. They're going to use AI to help reduce time in making games, to find, you know, glitches and stuff like that, to automatically help with facial reconstructions and collision effects and all that stuff. The only thing I have to say is I kind of feel sorry because it seems like they're going to hire less people because AI is going to do a lot of the grunt work. So it's like, damn, it feels bad, right? Because on one hand, I don't see them having more people, but with Sony AI and leveraging artificial intelligence, they're just going to be able to make incredible games at a faster pace. I'm hoping less issues, more quality games, no more day one patches to fix stuff. That AI will catch all the issues as the game's being developed. You know what I'm saying? So that way, day one games are truly day one games, right? You don't need updates just to make it work. Incoherent Rambler. Xbox have nothing left but speculation conspiracies. Their exclusives are mid, and the ones that are actually good go to PS like Hi-Fi Rush. Sad face. This chat is ruthless, man. You guys are ruthless. Y'all killing these dudes, right? So they talked about big on that one. All right. Platform business. Again, they're driving in. They're driving in the same points and stuff like that. Again, you'll see this point, driving consistent revenue from content service peripherals, right? Again, they're big on live service, okay? World-class creative. They're just bragging about their studios, right? They really appreciate their studios. They really do, right? Here, Herman Hulst was talking about this, right? IP powerhouse, business, optimal monetization, multi-format leadership. So what they're looking here, IP powerhouse, they truly believe that their titles will bring people to PlayStation, and they want to continue to create world-class goaties. They feel that's what brings people to PlayStation, right? But they want to expand optimization with live service games to get that recurring revenue. And then finally, the strategies that you see, put games, at strategic point. Like, and he used on Ghost of Tsushima example. It's 4 years later, but it was a perfect time to expand on that, right? World-class franchises. So you see the list here, right? Here's where he talks about the strategy to really focus and zone in on to make sure that they're not over budget, the budgets aren't bloated, stuff like that, right? So this is a big thing he's talking about, right? The execution, right? Milestones based on title reviews. So they have a group, I forgot the name that he called it, but they review games to make sure that they have that level of quality and they go for the goalies, right? But it's not, I don't want you to worry about that because I'm going to talk more about that. But they have this review group, right? The scope management. They want to make sure that it stays within the scope. They want to, use shared tools and technology. They don't want every studio to each individually do their own thing, to share the technology, because there's a cost savings. And then also they're talking about outsourcing and code development to reduce cost. So a lot of it, when it comes to increasing the profit margin, it's more about them streamlining their processes rather than this carte blanche idea that everybody kept saying, oh, they're just going to get rid of consoles and put everything on PC. No, not even close. These dudes was wrong. This is a good one. This is a good slide. Now I want to touch up on this. So they look at games in three views, three viewpoints, three themes, however you want to call it. The first is the tentpole. Now these are the existing franchises or new IPs with high ambition, meaning the next GOTY, the next top title, what they expect to be one of the big IPs of PlayStation. They call those tentpole franchises. So the Spider-Man's, Wolverine, we all know X-Men is coming, right? Because of the leak. So X-Men, God of War, Cory Barlog's new IP, those are tentpole from studios with proven track records of quality and success. So that's an important point because these tentpoles are either established IPs or they're games coming from established studios that already had a track record of providing tentpole games. All right. The next one is transformational titles. This is primarily live service games with ongoing content. All right. That's the second sector, right? So they're gonna go work with studios, have their first party, so they believe in that, right? Live service game. That's there. They're big on live service. They want that consistent revenue. They're gonna go all for it, right? And this is the third part, and I think you're gonna like this, but it comes with a caveat. Well, what's the word? It comes with a fine print. All right, comes with a fine print. Experimental is they're gonna look at games for innovation. They want games to attract new audiences, and they want to look into new games in genres they're not strong in. So yes, Sony is still gonna risk and look at titles, right? Has to be innovative. They want to see if they can attract new audiences, right? Get them to buy these titles, right? And also target genres that they're not so strong with, right? Here's the caveat, right? It's not going to get the budget of the temporal titles. So don't expect these experimental games to be on the level of Spider-Man, God of War. That budget is reserved for the studios with proven track records. The studios with experimental, those that get approved, is because they feel good about the project. They think it could reach a new audience, but the scope and budget is going to be limited. Okay. He did say if it is successful, and it's a proven title, that title now becomes proven, it is a success, then they're going to expand and invest more into the sequel or to the follow-on titles. So this is where the fine print comes. These games are experimental. If they don't sell, they're off the chopping block. It is what it is. Sony's going to try, but they only get one chance. These studios or these titles get one chance. That's what it sounds like to me. And that's the fine print. So Good news, they're still going to be all about taking chances, innovate, try to reach out new audience, try to reach into new genres that they're not necessarily representing well. But you get a specific budget and you get one chance. And then they move on. The only way to see sequels or for that studio to grow bigger, one, I would say hopefully it does. Hopefully it is a good game and they deliver a good game. And if it is a good game, people buy it. And there you go. That's the story, right? They just mentioned how successful Spider-Man 2 is as a tempo game, how successful Helldivers is as a live service games, right? Now this is a good one, right? So this right here should tell you exactly Sony's strategy, right? And this is gonna go along with the Q&A. So on one side, you see PlayStation 5, Wolverine exclusive. They even was able to get Death Stranding 2 on PlayStation 5. So they talked about that. He talked about that. Excited for those exclusives to be on the console, tentpole franchises. Then he talked about Ghost of Tsushima, how they decided it was the right time, put it on PC, and it was successful. And then the live service games, and this is where you see PS5 and PC live service games, which we already knew because Herman Hulst said it himself 2 years ago. Live service games will be PS5 and PC. Now, for those of you that don't understand and don't understand why Sony just doesn't keep those as exclusive, you gotta I would recommend you go watch the What's Up PlayStation podcast when Sean Laney was on there the third time. So the most recent one, which was like a couple of weeks ago, he specifically talks about live service games. Now, the way live service games work is the success of a live service games is on the backs of about up to 5% of the people who play it. So only about 5%, up to 5%. He said up to. So maybe sometimes not even 5, could be 3 or 4%. But 3 to 5% of the people who play live service games, those are the ones that are spending money. The 95% are not spending money. They're just playing the game. So they get no money out of pretty much the majority of people who play live service games. But that 5%, that's where the money comes. And he said it best. Do you want 5% of 5 million people? Or do you want 5% out of 50 million people? So the math, you can't argue with the math. So if you make a decision to make a live service games, you have no choice but to make a multiplat. Because the system is relying on a small percentage of the entire population. So you can't limit your population on that. So anybody who wants to make a successful live service game, it's got to be multiplat. You got to have the most amount of people on there for that reoccurring revenue. And that's just how it is, right? But that's PS5 and PC, and we already knew about this. Okay? This is just another example of AI. As you can see, with AI, they could do 3D assets, face generation, code assist, speech and localization, which could speed up the process, reduce errors, all that stuff. Their focus over this time, they want a strong release slate. He did mention that going forward, he wants at a minimum one tentpole franchise per year. At a minimum, there's got to be at least one tentpole franchise per year, maybe more, along with experimental and the transformational stuff. So at a minimum, all right. So I would say starting next year or next fiscal, every year there's going to be at least one tentpole franchise. Every year, maybe 2, but that was his minimum. So he did mention that. I'm like, all right, okay. But as you can see, it's all about financial discipline. Nothing here states we're going to get out of the console business and just put everything on everything. Absolutely ridiculous. Then he does his concluding remarks, all that stuff, right? And then yada, 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 invest, sustainability, growth, all that stuff. Now, let me mention the main Q&A. So after this presentation, they went into the Q&A. Majority of it was profitability and how they're going to do the whole, streamline process or whatever. But there was one specific question that, 2 questions really. 2 questions I want to address, right? The first question was from TD, the bank TD. The guy said, with the recent layoffs, what does that reflect? And should investors be concerned? Like, what's the whole deal about laying off people? And I gotta admit, Herman Hulst was was honest about it. He answered the question. He says, one, it was the backfall from COVID. You know, during COVID, remote work, all this stuff, they hired too many people, and now that COVID's over, and you know, people are back in the office, whatever, they had to draw back. That's number one. And number two, they're trying to open up slots for industry growth in the direction they want to do, right? In my opinion, this goes back to the AI. They're getting rid of people because those positions, I would imagine, this is me now, he didn't say this. All he said was layoffs for future growth, right? So my interpretation is he's optimizing positions. I have a feeling AI is a big factor in that. You don't need all these people if AI can do multiple jobs with one person at the helm. So I think that's one specific. Number two, I think the skill sets that they got because of COVID, they don't really need those specific skill sets for their future planning of what they're trying to do. So that's just it. But he did say, after that question, and this is Herman Hulst, and he said it, he said, industry is in a good place. His words. So at least from PlayStation perspective, the industry is in a good place. Interesting, huh? Shout out to Incoherent Ramble. He says, Xbox are literally that meme where the guy is in third place but celebrates like he won. If you don't know, then look it up. Oh, the metal guy. But you see what I'm saying? He said industry's in a good place. Maybe from Sony's perspective, industry's in a good place. It's the best place to play, best place to publish. And clearly, let's go all the way back, because I think we need to stay here. When I'm talking, let's stay here. Because this right here, where we at? Where was it at? There you go. Take a screenshot of that. Make sure you save that, guys. Save that on your phone. So when people say industry's in trouble, this is last PlayStation 5 console, you don't even have to say a word. Just give them a screenshot of this. And if they're too dumb to figure it out, then they're not worth talking to. Don't even bother. They're not even worth talking to. But the main question was this, and this was from Goldman Sachs, right? The question he asked was the concern, does Sony have a concern, you know, since they put games on PC platform? And I like this question. Listen, this question was dope. This guy, whoever was the guy, he said in Japanese, but whoever was this guy in Goldman Sachs, he went through it. He asked the question. I think he's a fanboy. I think he's a pony. Because this is a question I would ask. This is some pony-ass fanboy question. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're in a business meeting and you represent Goldman Sachs and you ask this question. This is some shit I would say. He said, with games going on PC, and now I'm paraphrasing because, you know, but specifically, is there any concern of cannibalization? Meaning, by putting games on PC, are they concerned with PlayStation leaving for the PC platform? Now, tell me that's not some shit I would do. This dude's clearly a pony. Listen, we got ponies working for Goldman Sachs. That is a fanboy question if I ever heard one, bro. That's some shit we would ask that. Yo, J-Dub would ask some shit like that. My man said, is Sony has any concern of cannibalization, meaning PC is just going to take PlayStation consumers away from the console? That is when I heard that, I'm like, hold the fuck up. Who is this dude? Because, yo, this dude went full fanboy live on the thing. That shit is crazy. And I'm not lying. He asked that question. He asked two questions, actually. But that was the second question, because they get two questions per thing. He asked, are they concerned with games going to PC? Is Sony concerned with cannibalization? I'm like, we everywhere, dog. We hoof clicking everywhere. We got pony riders in Goldman Sachs. We everywhere, dog. We hoof clicking everywhere. Us four-legged beasts is all over the world. We want to know about our goddamn console. That question was crazy. When I heard it, I was like, wait a minute, hold on. I had to take off the headset. I had to hear that shit again. And this is the answer that Herman Hulst gave. All right? Herman Hulst said, and he did not hide anything about it. He said, for PC, live service games are day and date. He said those words. on PC. Live service games are PS5, PC, day and day. So, every live service game that comes out is going to be on PC. Hell's no about it. But he said, but the tentpole titles that are PlayStation known for, those titles are to get people on PlayStation, on the PlayStation platform. And he even said that there's potential where PC gamers will get a PlayStation to play the sequel. So, like, for example, you know how we all said, like, Ghost of Tsushima, well, when Ghost of Tsushima 2 comes out, there could be PC gamers that could be like, I'm not waiting another 4 years to play this. I'm going to get me a PlayStation 5 and play Ghost of Tsushima 2. He said it live. Not I'm using an example, but he said that the transition from PC to console to play a sequel is possible. They want PlayStation games. They want people to be on PlayStation. Don't even play on that one. Asked and answered. Right? I'm going to put the link of that, right? And you can hear it for yourself. Live service games, day and date. PC, PS5. Temple titles is to get people on the PlayStation platform. We don't have to have discussion no more. Hey, there's this dude on Twitter, Blessed Red. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, Red. Move on from the conversation. Readdress this conversation next gen. In 2029, 2030, whatever. But as far as this gen goes, it's a wrap. We don't have to talk about this no more. PC will get day and day games, right? They even mentioned a little bit of selective games going to PC. The strategy that they're doing is what they're going to stick with. They're going to stick with the same strategy. Tempo games, they want people to come to PlayStation. They want these numbers to go up. And these numbers, you got to be on PlayStation. It's done. We ain't got to talk about this no more. It's over. Sorry, Red. Done. Done. Okay? Okay? My wife's like, hey, listen, I got it. Xbox sucks ass, so we got shit to do. That she's played love her. All right? Now, y'all ready for this? We're going to move on from this, right? I told you guys. This shit is bad for Xbox. Okay? It is bad for Xbox. I don't know how bad. Let me show you how bad. I mean, bull. Tsushima outselling Hellblade 2. Good strategy. I mean, man, go easy, bro. Man, you guys are ruthless, man. You're gonna have these dudes rethink life. Listen. Gotta be careful. You know Dark's my brother, right? He's on, he's hurting right now. I gotta give him a call, make sure he's all right. He ain't picking up my phone. I think he's seen this. I don't think he's inviting me for Thanksgiving dinner. Now I'm about to read this. Read the screen. This is how bad Xbox Series consoles are doing. It's worse than I thought. Remember when I said earlier that the factual information I'm about to present to you, I would not even have said this as a troll. That's how crazy it is. But it's the truth. Matt Piscatella said, on a time-aligned basis, U.S. unit sales of PS5 hardware are trending 8% ahead of PS4. Now, this is where it gets crazy. While Xbox Series is trailing Xbox One by 13%. We already knew it was losing. But this is where it gets worse. Remember when I told you I was already like deep into the earth, but now this information put me at the core? Like, I didn't think I could get any deeper. Listen to this. It says, I'll go back. While Xbox Series is trailing Xbox One by 13% and remains slightly behind Xbox 360. This thing is not even outselling or outpacing the Xbox 360. I wouldn't even use that as a troll point. I would not go on Twitter and be like, Xbox Series X sucks so bad that it's not even selling as good as a 360. Even I would not. I would have never said that because that's just stupid. Like, of course it's going to sell more than the 360. I mean, the Xbox One sold more than the 360. It's at least going to do that. It's not going to be that bad. No, it's that bad. And here's the crazy part. Matt Piscatella said remain slightly behind. It's going to get worse. Because during the 360 era, right? If you look at time aligned, 360 launched in 2005, right? So right now, Xbox Series console launched in 2000. It's 2004. So you're talking 3.5 years, right? So 2021, 2022, 2023, and we're in May. So it's like 3.5. So for Xbox 360, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008. So a little bit before 2009. 2009 was the year of Kinect. And for whatever reason, when that shit launched in 2010, it blew the fuck up. Y'all remember that? With Dance Central, Kinectimals, and all that weird shit. They packed it in the box and played. And Xbox, they had Xbox for like $150, $200. And then it went on like on a 24-month #1 at NPD Street. It was even outselling the Wii in the United States. It went like on a 20-month top selling, whatchamacallit, streak. And it happens in a couple of months, or time aligned. So the 360 time aligned blows up. Xbox Series console is not blowing up. So this little slightly remain behind, that gap is going to get worse. And ROD, yeah, I would imagine people rebuying Xbox 360s because they got tired of sending in for repair. This is going to get worse. Can you believe that the Series X is only able to outsell the OG Xbox? That's all it could outsell, the OG Xbox. That's all it can do. And the OG Xbox, like, it didn't sell a lot because look what it went through. It was facing PlayStation 2, who had Grand Theft Auto, Devil May Cry, Final Fantasy, Metal Gear Solid. And nobody really knew what an Xbox was. And it didn't really establish itself. It took a little bit to establish itself as an online system. Halo 2 multiplayer. It took a little bit to get his name out there. So, of course, it's not going to sell 100 million or 50 million, whatever. It was the new kid that nobody knew. It didn't have a lot of exclusives, mostly multiplats from PC, right? But it did some good things. It was getting its foot in the door. You're telling me the Series X can only beat the OG Xbox? Holy shit. This shit is bad. Like, yo. So, Portorock, I don't follow. You're saying the Xbox Series X can't outsell the console. What I'm saying is, so when you have your consoles online, meaning they both launch date, right? You expect your newer product to sell at a faster pace, right? Let me go back to the PlayStation thing, right? You see how the sales of the PS1, but then when the PS2 came, you see how much it sold, and then you see PS3. You see how everything is just stacking bigger and bigger and bigger? That's what you expect. You expect more and more sales at a faster pace, at a faster rate. This thing is selling worse than the 360. It's not keeping pace with the 360. It's abysmal. This shit is old yellow. Put this thing out its misery. This shit is crazy. Absolutely insane. Like, wow, bro. Like, listen, again, I would not even use this as a troll point. I would not go out and say Xbox Series X sales suck so bad that even the 360 sells better. I never said that. I would never say that because it sounds so stupid. That's like fanboying. You're going too much, right? You troll, but at a certain point, you just sound like an idiot, right? You need to level out your trolling. So that's why I would never say some damn shit. But this is not trolling. This is facts. Oh, man. Now, let's finish it off with two things. PlayStation, April 2024, right? NPD. Stellar Blade, congratulations. #1. I'm gonna charge so much for that. Whatever they try to do, boycott. I guess didn't work, right? Helldivers up there, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3, Sea of Thieves went up. Last month it was 55. They put it on PlayStation, shot up to number 4. Fallout is up there. MLB The Show's up there. Dragon Dogma's up there. Fallout 76, it's doing good. Hogwarts Legacy, Rise of Ronin, Grounded went from 167 to 12 simply because they put on PlayStation. Minecraft is usually on there. You got Princess Peach, Nintendo. Wow, this is like the first time I see Nintendo hardly have any exclusives. Well, they got Mario Kart 8. That thing is a beast. That thing's always there. Elden Ring and Marvel Spider-Man 2. Now, here's the thing I want to point you out. When was the last time you seen Sea of Thieves, Grounded? Yeah, Sea of Thieves and Grounded. We'll use them two specific titles. When's the last time you see Sea of Thieves and Grounded in the top charts together? When the games was just on PC and Xbox. I don't think you ever see that shit. You never see that shit. You never see that shit. The reason why you finally see both games in the top 20 is because of PlayStation. Yo, does PlayStation gotta do everything in this goddamn industry? Like, shit, bro. Everybody's talking, like, yo, why do you want PlayStation to fail when it's literally carrying the industry, bro? Like, if PlayStation failed, we would be fucked. You think this is PC and Xbox, bro, doing this shit? You really think it was PC that put Sea of Thieves and Grounded back in the top charts? No. PlayStation did this shit. PC and Xbox was last month's. You see where it says 167 right here? Right there, 167? That's PC Xbox. This is PlayStation. That's PC Xbox. This is PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? And Xbox is screwed. You can't sell as much as a 360. PlayStation's clearly hand carrying the damn platform. Oh man, all your games is coming to PlayStation. Whole slate, bro. At this point, when is day and date happening? That's the question. Everybody needs to stop asking about day and date PlayStation on PC. No. That's obviously we already seen that's not gonna happen this gen. Day and date PC is not gonna happen this gen. The way it's advertised. Live service game, we already knew about that. But across the board, whole slate, you're not getting day and date. So just dead that conversation. The real conversation that's most realistic is day and date Xbox on PlayStation. That's more realistic. Let's have that conversation. But of course, nobody wants to have that conversation, right? Even though the evidence is there, look how well Xbox games do on PlayStation. Look how shitty Xbox consoles are. Look how dominant PlayStation consoles are. Like, what more information do we need? Like, bro, cut it out. The conversation about day and date is Xbox on PlayStation. Going forward, we're not going to go backwards. The whole PC day and date is over. We're moved on. That's a conversation for next gen. We can have that conversation when next gen starts. When next gen starts, we can have that conversation again, because it could be a whole new strategy, whole new gen. Got it. This gen, leave it alone. It's dead. If we're going to talk about day and date, it's Xbox on PlayStation. When is that going to happen? That's the question we got to talk about. Don't talk about the old shit that's already been proven wrong. The screen's right there, Boogie. All right, people? All right, Bubba? Bubba, come on. Come on, Bubba. Let's not play this game. If we're going to talk about day and date, we're talking Xbox day and date on PlayStation. That's realistic. On PC, you're going to get live service games day and date. There you go. All right? That's it. We're going to close this chapter. Thank you so much for attending. Now you see why I had to do this live. But hey, I'm going to put the link right here. This is it right here. So you can see. I'm going to put that where you need to go. This is where you can see the PowerPoint slide. So this PowerPoint slide here, you click on this link. And then you click on this link. That's the actual presentation video, whatever. And it has the stuff. So if you want to see it for yourselves, you're more welcome to it. See it. You can see it. But hey, it's over for this gen. No day and date on PC. That's the next gen conversation. But if we're going to have the conversation day and date, it's clearly with Xbox. When's Xbox doing day and date with PlayStation? There you go. But with that, this is your only friend in the YouTube streets, PorterRock77, bringing you facts. Save the screen, because you're going to get a lot of bullshit in unknown hell. These are facts. All right? I'm just letting you know. I'm glad you rocked out with me. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for the likes. Over 500. We got 500 viewers. Hit that like button on your way out. Especially if you appreciate somebody that actually backs it up with facts. That provides you with facts. Don't let these cucks and concubines, mislead you with bullshit. Just don't. You got the facts now. We got the truth. We can move on. No day and date on PC. Move on from that. If we still want to have the conversation on day and date, it's with Xbox now. That's where the conversation is. And that's where it's more realistic. But other than that, thank you so much for rocking out. This is your only friends, YouTube Streets, PorterRock77, and I'm out of here. Thank you for rocking out. You guys take care. Peace.